let's wrap up on this, talking a little bit of Blue Jays, because this does make you open your eyes pretty wide if you're a Blue Jays fan at the obvious value Bo Bichette now has league wide.
Yep.
I'm not saying that Bo Bichette is Carlos Correa, but he is damn well Dansby Swanson, right? Like Bo Bichette has value right now, especially the fact he's still under control, under contract until 2026. So there are still 3 more years on him. He has led the American League in hits both last year and this year. His OPS plus by the end of the season was absolutely phenomenal. And I mean, if Bo Bichette is September Bo or even a shadow of September Bo for the whole season, look out.
Okay. Clarification. You say Bo Bichette is not Carlos Correa, but he sure as heck at least Dansby Swanson. What are you basing that on?
I
Offensive
would
production, defensive production. Where are you pulling your
okay, so
comparison from?
and I like that you slowed me down here. So let's just take a look at some of the high end shortstops out there. One of the biggest things with Carlos Correa and Dansby Swanson, for that matter, is their defensive prowess. Both of them are exceptional shortstops at playing the position. This is without a doubt Bo Bichette's biggest Achilles heel. He continues to struggle with that throw across his body hitting first base. And it's not an arm strength thing, because when he's on the move, he seems fine. But as soon as that he has to stop, plant, and throw, look out, right? And this has been a struggle he has had for years. I guess what I'm saying is money wise, I think Bo Bichette right now on the open market would get a Dansby Swanson deal where it's around $200 million, a little under that, 7, 8 years.
We got to have Joel back on because Joel is a massive believer in everything Bo Bichette is and
Yes.
does. I mean, looking at games played for Carlos Correa, he misses time. Bo Bichette,
Yeah.
so far,
He
not really missing time, right? And what do they always say? The best ability is availability.
And that is a really great point, Adam, that I don't think enough people give Bo credit for. If you look at his games played last year, I think it was 159. I think he played
159.
160 the year before. Like he's on the field playing shortstop for this Toronto Blue Jays team every single year, or every single game, I should say.
Hmm.
And there is major value to having that cornerstone there, to having that breath of fresh air that you just don't need to worry about who you're going to put at shortstop, right?
Hmm.
Like this is one thing. You look at the center field position with these Blue Jays and you're like, who's playing center field? Kevin Kiermaier every game, I guess. Right now it looks
Yeah.
like it. How much time is George Springer going to get there? Like there are question marks. Is Whit Merrifield going to see time in center this year? But there's no doubt in Blue Jays fans' mind that Bo Bichette is playing shortstop. Now, sure, there are Blue Jays fans out there who, despite that, no doubt, aren't thrilled he's at shortstop, would rather see him move to second base, but that's irrelevant for this talk.
So, there has been talks. I'm not inventing this, so don't shoot me. About the Blue Jays moving on from Bo Bichette via trade, right? This was brought up a little bit last year before the Juan Soto trade. And then once the Soto trade to the Padres really started to pick up steam, so did the talk about, well, Blue Jays should do the same with Bo Bichette.
And a lot of it stemmed from all the rumors that Bo Bichette wouldn't re-up his
Right.
contract,
That he
wouldn't
was on
extend.
his way out anyways. Might as well get the most you could for him. So, with that in mind, I'm looking at a Giants team right now, Scott, who went into this offseason expecting to make a big step forward.
Hmm.
They missed out on Aaron Judge. They went hard for Aaron Judge. Big
Yes, they did.
contract they offered him. Went back to the Yankees. They thought they were getting Carlos Correa. We know how that ended.
Announced.
Announced.
Announced
Yes.
they were getting
Fans
Carlos
were
Correa.
buying jerseys just in time for Christmas. Okay. And now to have that rug pulled out like some sort of crypto scam, it's been pretty devastating. There's not a lot of options left. I mean, we're looking at like Nathan Eovaldi. is maybe
Mhm.
the best free agent available. Giants already
There's a
have like 7 starting pitchers. There's no need to get Nathan Eovaldi. Or you're looking at Michael Conforto, who hasn't played baseball in over a year.
in 2 years, yeah.
Maybe this is the panic time where they're like, we needed a star player. We anticipated a superstar shortstop to sell to our fans. Maybe the Blue Jays come in and go, hey, here's Bo Bichette. You were mentioning Logan Webb before we went on the
Yeah.
air. Maybe there's a deal to be made where
Maybe there's a
the
deal to be
Giants
made with the
panic
Giants,
spend and pay over value on. I mean, the haul
and
would
that would
have
be
to
the
be astronomical. I know
it
that.
would need
So,
to be. It would need to be big. It would need to be a win now move for the Blue Jays as well, right?
of
Like,
course,
there's no use in moving Bo Bichette in a year that you are at least telling all your fans you're competing for a World Series, moving one of your top offensive players after already moving one of your top offensive players and Teoscar Hernandez only a couple months ago.
to be
I mean, it
clear,
doesn't look very good if you're
I'm
not
not
getting a
saying
haul back.
I'm not saying we should trade Bo
Nope.
Bichette to the Giants. I'm just saying if that is the plan to move him in the next 12 months and to maximize the return, this may maximize the return if you get someone in a panic move like the Giants currently are.
Especially a
Is there
Bo.
another franchise more panicked right now than the San Francisco Giants? I guess is
I
my way of
I
putting this.
I would hope not. Like I
Maybe the Yankees. Maybe the Yankees look at what's going
maybe,
on across the street and go, ugh, we're only spending
yeah.
300 million.
But Adam, the Yankees panic so much that it never feels like they're actually panicking, right? Like Yankees fans are in full panic mode pretty much from the time the season starts until the time the season starts, like a full circle of just panic. So I don't know, man. Like, I would say without a doubt, it's got to be the Giants fans that are going through the hardest turmoil right now. I think that's pretty safe to say.
Just in time for Christmas. What a heartbreaker. Should we wrap it up there? Acknowledge the fact that we did not do a mailbag yet this week
We
and
did not.
clarify
Again,
we are going
I
to do it
was,
this Friday. You were on
yeah.
holidays. That's understandable. Yeah, mailbag this Friday. There's we don't anticipate too much news over the next 2 weeks.
Yeah.
We are going to still come out with content when there is content to be made, but I don't think either of us really care to speculate on some rumor that a Twitter fan with 72 followers dreamt up in their fever dreams. So that's not the if that's what you're looking for, we're not the channel for you.
Yeah.
Boneheaded opinions and stupid jokes going off the rail quickly. That's the channel we are. So
By the way, everyone, I do want to just quickly thank you all who have subscribed to the Clip channel. We were only a couple months ago starting fresh with this Clip channel, and we're almost at just under 700 subscribers. We're
very
making a
cool.
push to hit 1,000 before 2023. That's the goal. We're close. We need some big subs here in the next 10 days. So if you have yet to subscribe and want to help the channel, that would be a big help. We thank you all for listening. You can always reach out to us for mailbag on Friday by DMing us on Twitter at Walk Off Podcast, Instagram, the Walk Off Podcast. You can join the Discord. There's all sorts of talk going on in Discord right now, especially after this Steve Cohen madness and re-upping on another mega $300 million deal. Just insanity. So feel free to join that. That's in the link for that is in the show notes. That's always free. And a big thank you to all those who have joined the Patreon. I know we had a couple new members join. Very, very thankful for that.